Hey guys, welcome back. This is another Python tutorial with Yujin Tang. So today this is episode 2 of the generative AI copywriter. So we're going to create the outline tool now. So this is the this is the first step in creating your own generative AI copywriting tool. We're going to create an outline, which is a set of section headers so that you can start filling that in. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start by filling in a configuration file for GPT-3 to generate a set of headers for you. So we're going to call this points LLM config, and we're going to set this with max words, which is the max number of words you want to see in your config, and temperature, which is how creative you want GPT-3 to be. Now, actually, the temperature varies from 0 to 1, and you can kind of decide. 0.8 is just a number that I've decided to choose here. It's kind of the default they show on OpenAI's website. We saw this in the OpenAI tutorial as well. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to basically think about how we want our prompt to, what we want to tell GPT-3 to do. So the prompt here is, this is just something simple. Maybe we can get kind of into this and to prompt engineering more later, but maybe something like generate a article on maybe title. Oh wait, let's make this an F string. In a tone using using with a focus on .join keywords. Keywords, there we go. And then we're going to, once we have the prompt, now we want to initialize the LLM. So the package service is going to take a plugin, and so we're going to give it a client, a Steamship client, and I haven't shown this yet, which is why last time I recommended looking into getting a template, but I'm going to show you this right now. So equals main with Steamship temporary workspace as client generative AI equals prompt package client. So this is what we're going to use as our client. So, oh, I forgot. Oh man, I always forget to do this. Okay, we're going to have to give self here. We're going to have to pass the self keyword here. We are working with functions that are in a class, so they should have access to the self. So self prompt points LLM equals self dot client dot use plugin, and the plugin we're going to use is GPT-3, and we're going to call this the points instance, and we're going to pass it a config file which we created earlier, self dot points LLM config, and then we're going to return the points LLM dot generate. We're going to generate the prompt basically. So prompt clean output equals false. So you can have clean output by default is true, but you can have it as false. And what that really does is it cleans up the output. It removes all of the stuff up to the last, all of the characters in the output up to the last period. So I found that sometimes these up to the last punctuation. So I found that sometimes the LLM GPT-3 will generate will either end in the period or not, and it's kind of it's kind of depends on the prompt. So to be safe, we're just not going to clean the output, and we'll clean it ourselves in a moment here. So what we're going to do is we're going to let's generate an outline, and we're just going to see what this looks like. So the title, let's call this get started with AI copywriting, and we'll give this a informative tone, and for the keywords, so I'm gonna or the keywords here, actually, I think it's actually, you're supposed to do this. The keywords we're going to do are NLP, generative AI, copywriting. And this should be outline equals this. And now let's print out what that looks like. Python API.py. It's thinking. Oh, generate an article. Ha! Okay, so generate 3 section headers for an article titled. So let's get rid of this. Let's do this. Let's do that. A 150-word article is a pretty short article. So there we go. Here's what it would look like. Now let's add in strip here to make this look nice. No extra spaces. And that's what this would look like. Okay, so that's how you create an outline for your article. So as you saw, you can also just create an article here, but we want to create an article that is more customizable, that you can kind of step through and create more of your and have more of a say in. Now you can just have it create an article for you and you can kind of see how that looks. But the next part we're going to do is generating talking points for each headline. And so, yeah, make sure you subscribe and look out for part 3. It's coming up real quick.